Welcome to Pubcast Live. I'm Ken Thomas, along with Thor All Over. Pubcast Live is the podcast where we celebrate America's love affair with bars, pubs, and breweries. This is episode 7. Thor, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. We got a super guest today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. In fact, this will be the first time on our podcasts, Pubcast Live, that we've talked to someone that works at a municipal.
Yeah, and they're out there. I mean, there's 200 some of them in the state, or 250 or whatever it is in the state.
Yeah, and we affectionately call them the munis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's get this show going. You and I have managed to crack open something. What is this, leftover from last week's show?
This is episode 6. We got some fence line here. We're enjoying a fence line from Jack Pine.
That's very appropriate. We'll
available all over the place.
Yes. Oh, just like you.
No, this is going to be a lot of fun because Nisswa is such a great place to visit. Great place to visit. Lots of fun things to do. But the Pickle Factory, or Ye Old Pickle Factory, is a really big part of that.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have to ask about the name. Any idea why it's the Pickle Factory?
Well, this is a clean show.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Like you said, we can edit stuff out here, right?
there's a joke there, but we're not going.
And it's the internet, and nobody will hear it anyway. Don't worry about it.
Right. Nobody listens to this. Hey, what's really fun, though, is our guest has worked there for a long time. You mentioned Nisswa, and for people that don't know, here in central Minnesota, the heart of the lakes area, Nisswa is like the little community right there. People love to shop. It's just a fun place to go.
Yeah, and it's just north of the Brainerd-Baxter area. Not very far up there, and but all the great, the lakes and everything are all around. It's right in the middle of everything.
All right.
So,
well, we've got the fence lines going. What do you say we get ready to talk to our guest?
I think that's a good idea.
Cheers. Pubcast Live is brought to you by Giovanni's Frozen Pizza. Great frozen pizza with over 20 varieties to choose from. You're going to like them all. They're available in bars all over the upper Midwest. Ask for it by name. That's Giovanni's Frozen Pizza. Well, Thor, we've reached the part of our show where we get to talk to our guest this week, and it's really going to be fun because we have Terry Walline with us. Terry is the manager of Ye Old Pickle Factory in beautiful Nisswa, Minnesota. Terry, welcome to Pubcast Live.
Well, thanks. This is going to be really exciting today. I've been looking forward to this for a week. It's going to be a highlight, I'll tell you that.
My wife and I were just there recently at the Pickle and had a wonderful time, and as we always do, because it is such a fun place to visit. Now, I introduced you as the manager of Ye Old Pickle Factory, and now we're referring to it as the Pickle. That's what everybody calls it, right?
Yeah, yep. It's way easier to associate it with smaller words than, I mean, seriously, when we started this in 1950, it was the Nisswa Municipal.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy, that sounds like a fun place.
Yeah, doesn't it?
So then once we got the nickname the Pickle Factory, that stuck, and it's nice.
It is hard to throwing the ye in front. Everyone just calls it the pickle.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's what I know. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about that. You celebrated a milestone last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we had our 70th anniversary. Of course, with COVID, we couldn't do the big parade and everything on the 3rd of July. We have a Freedom Day parade and everything, but so that got canceled. But we still made it through the summer. We're waiting for the governor to loosen up the rest of his strings on all bars in the state of Minnesota and hopefully get open to one again.
I think everybody's waiting for things to improve so we can get back to our normal lives. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, there's no normal right now.
So. Yeah, this has been a long stretch.
When you first opened in 1950, they called it the
Nisswa Municipal.
How did Ye Old Pickle Factory come about?
Well, there's quite a few stories about how it got its nickname.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is, and I don't know if it's true, this older gentleman told his grandkids, he goes, I got to go to the pickle factory. And so they thought he was just going to a store to buy pickles.
Sure.
But every time he came home, there was no pickles, but he was pickled. So that was one of my greatest stories ever, you know.
So is this still a mystery, really? I mean, is it actually a mystery?
Well, we really don't know.
We really don't know.
There's like 3 or 4 different stories.
See, because I was wondering if at one time they actually canned pickles in that building or something, but
nope,
that's not
never
the case.
have.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Just pickle you from the inside out. So, yeah.
Hey, and we mentioned it's a municipal. Now, you're the first municipal bar, and we should add you have a liquor store that's attached to the building too, right?
Yeah. Back in the 50s, there was almost every city had a municipal liquor store. It was brought on to help raise money for the cities and defer taxes to their constituents in town, and is a great moneymaker for the city.
How are you guys doing?
Well, all right. I'll be honest. During the closings, the 2 closings, we were only down $350,000.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But you know, at the end of the day, we're ahead. I felt sorry for more private bars than city-owned bars.
Yeah.
Because we have a liquor fund that helps keep everybody employed, and they still get a paycheck. Smaller bars, they took a bigger hit than we did.
Yeah. The municipals, a lot of them started around 1950.
Right.
And it seemed at one point just about every Minnesota city had one. There's not as many anymore, is there?
No, a lot of them went private, like Pequot, for instance. That was a municipal, and then Steve Tufte bought it, and then he turned it into the butcher block where you could grill your own steaks and everything.
Sure, I remember that.
Pine River had one. Bacchus had one. I'm not sure if Bacchus is still in business at all.
Yeah.
But I know the one in Hackensack and Longville. Just about every town had one back then.
Right. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, tell us your background. How did you get started at the Pickle Factory?
Well, it's pretty interesting. I managed Tower Pizza back in the day. And my brother and Peter and Lonnie Balsamo at the time needed help over there. And I went over for a weekend, and the rest is history. I never went back. Yeah.
So you had to go back to the Tower Pizza and give your resignation.
Give my resignation, yep.
And there'll be a fair amount of our listeners that know Tower Pizza and remember that for sure.
Oh,
still have one in Staples, right? I think it's still over there.
In Staples, yep.
Yeah. Very interesting. How long have you been at the Pickle?
This is my 30th year.
Wow. In fact,
what are you going to do next? Where are you going to go next?
I want to retire. I don't know. Well, it's really funny because my wife is like, if you skip out the door one more time going to work, because I love going to work there.
Oh, there you go.
It's always something fun and good to see friends at the bar, and it's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
So
and Nisswa's a nice community, nice town. I mean, it's just got to be that's a neat place to be.
Yeah, and we make a lot of friends, from the cities and homeowners on the lakes and everything, and it's a blast.
And because our podcast is listened to everywhere, how would you describe the city of Nisswa?
It's like a hidden jewel,
It truly is.
Well, one thing about Minnesota, you come for the winter, and your car won't start, so then you stay for the rest of the year. So,
that's how we get them.
That's how we get them. It's 40 below. Well, we're stuck. Time to find a job.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's a great little town. It is. We have a great fire department, police department, city council. Everything's nice. Pam Dorian took over the chamber. She's doing a great job over there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, we'll get our turtle races back this summer, and
that's another fun thing, isn't it? The turtle races. I mean, the city of Nisswa there, and it's located right by you there.
Yeah, right by the A&W. Yep. It's huge.
Yeah.
When we talk about the turtle races, again, I'm thinking some of our listeners might go, what?
Yeah. Matter of fact, when I was a kid, I used to haul turtles in. And
so you were a turtle wrangler before you were a pizza guy, before you were the manager at the Pickle.
Yeah, we'd haul turtles in because, a lot of city kids don't have turtles. So you'd rent them for a quarter.
Sure.
Or whatever, and make a little
money on the side there.
Sure.
A little side hustle.
Well, we still have people that bring them in.
Sure.
And let the kids borrow them. And
yeah. Typical turtle race, non-COVID year. How many people show up for that?
600.
600 people
in a little town.
How many of those wander over to your place?
The parents do. Yeah. Because they know they got an hour and a half to kill. But
those turtles don't go so fast.
No. Well, it's a busy day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the stores get attention from all the parents and everything. And
it's a lot of fun too. And the kids love that. I mean, it's a great fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk more about some events in Nisswa, but talk about the Ye Old Pickle Factory itself. How would you describe it? Do you have the original building?
Oh, no. The original building was located across 371 where Zimmerman's had their dock place.
Oh, yeah.
Which is now the garage, which is now where they got that garage building.
Sure.
Yeah, I had no idea.
The west side of 371.
The west side.
I did not know that.
And it was a very little place.
Yeah.
And then they moved to over by where the Nisswa Bank is.
Okay.
And where the Spotlight was.
Okay.
And then they moved to where it is now. But the building was so small that in June of 71 is when they built the new building.
Okay.
And that's where we're at now.
Yeah. How would you describe it to our listeners?
I'd describe it as Cheers.
Aha.
I like that.
It's got a Cheers atmosphere. I mean, everybody knows your name, and you want to know theirs and hear their story, and they don't want to hear our story. We want to hear yours.
Yeah.
We're there to let people relieve their steam. And
how many people in Nisswa, by the way? Approximately.
Well,
again,
I think there's like 2,200 in the winter.
Okay.
And then like 55,000 in the summer.
Right. Because you're right in the middle of the lakes area.
Yeah.
So 2,200 people, I'll bet you half of them are regulars at your place.
There's
there?
quite a few. Yeah.
There's so much fun stuff to do up in that part of the lakes country, up in the Nisswa area. You stop in at the Pickle, but you can go have fun doing other things. The trail runs right by you.
Paul Bunyan Trail
Trail is running right by. It's a great place to stop off. So
has that brought in folks?
So, well, especially in the winter when there's snowmobiles, and this winter was a little shy on snow, but on 2 years ago, most times there'd be about 120 sleds out there on any given day.
Yeah,
wow,
on the weekend.
That's really fun to drive by and see too.
Yeah,
what a way that's changed winter business too, and ice fishing, snowmobiling. I mean, it's really evolved over the years.
It's nice
for all the businesses and like yourself.
And now you have an addition to the city of Nisswa. Where is there boat access now to the Pickle? Technically,
I'm not. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
wasn't that part of the plan though with the parks?
It's part of the plan. They'll let people walk up, and enjoy the city.
Yeah.
But then they think that they can leave with a drink in their hand, and I don't. I don't go for that.
No.
Yeah.
Very
but I mean, they put in some nice docks and everything down there, though, for the park.
Yeah.
For the landing there.
I mean, they can still boat up there, and then
then they come through the tunnel.
There's the tunnel that goes under the highway, and you can walk into Nisswa. It's just like you say that you can't come up and party and then leave with your drinks.
Right.
Yeah, got it.
But you can buy a 12-pack.
But you can go to the off sale, sure.
Right. You can buy a 12-pack and take it with you.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So the bar has changed a few times over the years in terms of location, remodeling. Is there anything original in there yet?
Well, Lonnie would say it's her because she tells everybody that she's worked there 100 years. But let's see. The off sale's original. I mean, all the cement walls are the original.
Yeah.
They added on one little spot onto the back, and then we've remodeled inside many times.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with the...
Did I hear that the bar surface is...
That's original. 1971.
1971.
Yep.
How many times have you cleaned that off, Jerry?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Too many.
Has anyone ever spilled on that?
We had one.
Okay.
The other day, somebody spilled. In
1973.
It was a big deal. Big deal in town. Yeah. We had to write that down.
Yeah. 73.
Yeah, it was fun.
How about special events? Do you do any at the Pickle yourselves?
Well, we do. A couple of years ago, we had Tony Oliva and some other Minnesota Twins there, and he threw out the opening pitch because we sponsor a baseball team.
Legion Ball? Is it Legion?
It's Class C.
Class C, okay.
And Pickle sponsors that team, and it's under the lights. It's great. I mean, if you want to see a great baseball game, It's like Field of Dreams out there.
Yeah.
You can have a beer on the patio, watch the game.
Now, is this right behind your facility?
Right behind the pickle.
Oh, right behind the facility.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's
a
great
blast.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then they play. Last year with COVID, they played a limited amount of games.
Right.
But usually it's like 16 or 18 games. So it's half at home and then half away.
Sure. And when they play away, they're all at different places, right?
Yeah. There's 8 teams in the league, like Piers and some other teams, and yeah.
That's fun.
It's a blast. Yeah. And then of course the Park and Rec, they'll sponsor soccer, they'll sponsor pond hockey behind the bar. And then I sponsored a hockey league this year through the pickle.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was fun.
So, and people, I mean, they can find out all this stuff on your social, right? I mean, we
have a web page.
I see you have a web page on the city, but also you have a Facebook page. It's just YeOldPickleFactory.
YeOldPickleFactory. Yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting. As a muni, who's your boss then? Is it the city council?
City administrator.
Yeah, so you get to go visit with him once in a while. Her?
Jenny Max.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Jenny Max. Great lady.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have a great city council. Of course, John Ryan, he's the new mayor now, and great council.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the city of Nisswa itself has a ton of events, and that brings a lot of people to the pickle as well, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we do the Freedom Day Parade on July 3rd, and then we have the Smoking Hot Barbecue, usually the third weekend in September. Last year we didn't have it, but the year before we had 31 contestants.
Yep.
And then I usually have 2 or 3 live bands during the day. The full beer garden and whiskey garden, and it's a great event.
Yeah, it's such a fun town to get up to in those times of year. Now that's in the fall.
Then we have City of Lights.
Right, I was going to ask
right around Thanksgiving. Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, where they shoot the fireworks off.
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
That's a big night.
Yeah. And all of these events bring some patrons into the bar, no doubt.
Yes.
So how's your parking lot on those events?
Full. Very full. Yeah. The whole town's full.
We were talking earlier about that, where your parking lot, a lot of people know they're going to end up there, so they'll park there and go do all the events.
Right. Yeah. Hope they find it. They bring their little key fob.
Oh, yeah.
So they know where their car's at. So it's nice.
So, Terry, you've been bartending for 29 years.
Well, 30 at the pickle, and then I bartended during college.
Oh, wow.
At Bemidji State.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What bar?
At the VFW.
Oh, okay.
Bemidji.
Yeah, I'm from Bemidji. It's my
hometown.
You
are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, it's a great town.
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
What have you seen as far as changes over the years, as far as what people are drinking and everything else that's associated with being behind that on that side of the bar?
Well, 2 things. Right now we're going through like a bourbon craze.
Really?
In the off sale. Between Blanton's, Eagle Rare, Stag Junior, Old Forester, things like that. A lot of the items are allocated, so I'll get 1 case a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a waiting list because there's only 6 in a case on most of them.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So then I call the people and have them come get them. But the seltzers craze in the bar, that's just phenomenal. Between White Claw and Bud Light Seltzer and all these other things.
So do you think the bourbon thing is just people just discovering bourbon all of a sudden again? Or
rediscovering maybe?
Rediscovering. Yeah. I mean, bourbon's been around since 1800s.
Right.
You know, Jim Beam started it. And a lot of things is that it's not just the...
So this, I'm sorry, but this Lonnie that you mentioned earlier, did she work at the Jim Beam then? Because she'll say she's been around forever, right?
No.
Okay, I officially made an enemy there, didn't I?
You did.
Well, it's really funny. Her and I go way back because we graduated from high school together.
Okay.
So we've been friends since 4th grade.
Wow.
Okay.
And then she was my bar wife.
Oh, there you
Basically, we bartended.
Work wife, yeah.
Work wife. I mean, we bartended together for every weekend for 28 years.
Sure.
Wow.
And she's just a great gal. And a lot of it is too, you know, people want to come see us.
Yeah.
You know, we've made great friendships over the years. And so now she's working days and then I'm still working nights. So,
okay. It sounds like you like to have fun as a bartender.
It is. I mean, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and that speaks to people wanting to come see you, right? I mean, you want to see them too, and that's obvious. They pick up on that. And that's what we always talk about is nobody wants to go to a place where you're not feeling like they want you there, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that's a big part
if you don't enjoy your job, then you aren't in the right profession. So
yeah. And we've said this before, and we'll say it again. I always say, and I've been in the Pickle many times. It's you see so many locals. It's their bar, and yet they welcome all the tourists that come in, and you got people from all over, though, really stopping by all the time because it is such a fun, welcoming bar, and it's about getting together with friends. It's the social aspect that people come there for. Right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. And exactly. You want to know their story just as much as they want to know yours. And they want to know where the fish are biting and things like that, and we won't tell them.
That's top secret.
It is top secret. Yeah.
Or at least you just gauge them first to see, are they serious about their fishing or just looking? Looking for a tip.
Yeah.
What's the average age, would you say? Do you get all ages in the Pickle?
We do. Yeah, everything from 21 to 91. Everybody.
That's fun too, isn't it? To see all ages mingling together, if you will.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
And you can tell the younger crowd, half of them don't wear masks, and they're like rebels, and but
well,
we're not the police.
And this whole thing has messed everybody up that way, So we're pulling through that. And
we'll get through it.
Yeah. It will emerge on the other side, but a lot of things will have changed. The patio. I see you have a patio as well,
right? And
the patios are becoming just a real big thing nowadays. And even in Minnesota, even in the winter time, people are enjoying that. So
we got heaters out there.
Yeah,
got gas heaters out there.
It's kind of fun, isn't it, to see people head out there especially like if you're out snowmobiling, you're already dressed and.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
yeah, it's nice.
And with today's clothing is a lot different than 35 years ago, We used to sit in little rubber boots with bread bags over your feet, and you'd freeze.
Yeah.
You and Lonnie have been there a long time. How about the rest of the crew?
Timmy, I think this is his 22nd year.
Oh, wow.
Terry Fisher retired last year.
After how many years?
22.
Wow.
Shannon retired last year. She was there 17.
Sure. That's a long...
Yeah.
Yep. People enjoy working at the Pickle, it sounds like,
they
Terry.
do. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're there a long time.
Yeah. And it's nice. It's nice to keep longevity in there, and people get to know you, and they want to come back. So,
yeah.
So people traveling, listening to this show, if you've just driven up 371 and headed north, make sure you swing on in and redone the roads up there. It's so easy to get to now with all the...
with all the roundabouts?
Yeah, did I just open a can of worms? Or what?
No.
I like it. I think it's pretty easy.
No, it's nice. Go past the roundabout, take the first right.
I wish you listeners could have seen his face when I said that.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, but some people get lost on them things.
Yeah.
Just keep going round and around. And
Oh, that's funny. How about food? Do you do food at the Pickle?
Do. We've got frozen pizza, and then we got Giovanni's and Haggie's.
Yep.
And great pizzas. Probably the two best you're going to find for frozen. And then we have an auto fry with about, I think there's like 30 items that we do in the auto fry.
Yep. So we can get our chicken, deep fried chicken tenders, things like that. We can get a pizza.
Yep.
But you don't have a full kitchen in there, right? Like,
no.
Yeah.
No, I'd like one, but we'll leave that to
That's a whole other can of worms. Yeah.
Yeah, that does change things a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about games and fun? Do you have things that people like to do in there?
Well, we have Pool League.
Oh.
I sponsor 4 pool teams. Darts used to be really big back, 20 years ago, but that's kind of died off a little bit.
Right.
But let's see, what else do we do? Of course, we have the hockey teams and other things. So.
And, of course, the pull tabs. We can do all of that stuff there. Yep. And there's those all go to good causes.
We also have bocce ball league, too.
Oh, really?
I have a bocce ball court out front.
You do?
Yep.
No, I played a fair amount of bocce, but not legit. I mean, we have the set, but is this like a legit court, you mean?
Yep.
Oh,
it's a regular course. Matter of fact, I just talked to Lonnie yesterday about it.
Okay.
Because last year was canceled due to COVID.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to get that going again this year. So.
Yeah, that's a fun game, too. Easy to play.
Yeah, we had like 16 teams. So it's fun. They do an entry fee for each team, and then they do a tournament, and then pay out at the end.
And how about charitable things? Do you host charitable events, or obviously the pull tabs go to charity?
We do, and then we've also done quite a few celebrations of life.
Oh, really?
I've had 3 or 4 of those there. I also do a lot of. I've done 1 full wedding, sit down.
Really?
At
white
the pickle.
tablecloth. Yep. It was a cousin of mine. He had everything catered in from Prairie Bay.
Oh, sure.
And then I've also done, I do a lot of benefits for people with cancer and things like that.
Yeah.
I'll do anytime for that. It's a great avenue for that. And we'd like to raise as much money as we can. Also with that too, we also do a fundraiser in the fall for our fire department.
Oh.
And last year we raised over $12,000
Wow.
for the fire department.
Yeah, you have a very active fire department up there, and the pickle I know is really active with that fire.
And the whole thing with that, it's a competition between all municipalities.
Okay.
And for the last 2 years, the pickle's been number one.
When you say all, do you mean like
240 municipals
throughout the state?
Throughout the state.
And we're talking some big municipals in big cities.
Very big, like Rogers.
Yeah. Oh, good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I got those were the checks that were hanging up on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Describe some of your decor. Do you have anything special in the bar that our listeners would be interested to see?
Yeah, I've got a 5.5 foot pickle. It's been hanging there since 1991. Well, a gentleman had a Gedney display down at Schaefer's.
Oh, sure.
And he's tearing it down. I go, what are you going to do with that pickle? He goes, throw it away. I said, I'll take it. So I brought it in. Wayne Van Vliet was the manager at the time. He goes, what the heck are you going to do that? I said, it's a pickle factory. We're gonna hang it up.
Of course we're going to hang it up.
Going to hang it up.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. That thing is awesome. That's been hanging there since 91. So.
Okay, so what is it? South Dakota has their ball of twine or whatever, right?
That might be in Minnesota, but either way.
No, is it really? Is that a Minnesota one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is,
Yeah.
But Nisswa's got a big pickle, the biggest pickle in
Well,
the
it's
state.
not the biggest.
No. A big one.
Somewhere, somebody's going to challenge us on that
Oh,
one.
yeah. Geez, like the turtle races, Longbill's number one, probably.
Oh, sure.
It's fun.
If you had to say something to our listeners that they don't know about the pickle, what would it be? What's the biggest thing you've maybe learned or experienced over the years that just...
Probably just because we're known as a city bar, you can still come in for a fancy drink.
Oh.
Like a Manhattan or a martini or, it's not just a beer and whiskey joint. We'll make you a margarita or a...
Sure.
We probably sell the most Bloody Marys in the state.
Really?
Yeah. Lonnie and Tim and myself, we pride ourselves on the Bloody Mary mix. We make it from scratch, and it's phenomenal.
Well, the next time we have you on, you're going to have to bring a couple of those down here.
Bring a gallon down, yeah.
A gallon.
Yeah.
We mix it by the gallon.
Had we only known.
Right.
We would have had some today.
You thought your pizza sauce was good.
Where are we on that one?
That's fascinating because I know a lot of bartenders, they take pride in making those types of things, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll muddle your old fashioned. We'll make everything you want and put a little pride into it, and it'll taste good.
Has the martini come back?
It has. Mostly dirty though. A lot of people want them dirty. They don't want them dry. So you just throw a little olive juice in there, and
Sure.
I think they can drink them faster that way.
Yeah.
Good theory. I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, martinis are real popular right now, and gimlets and things like that.
Well, so you mentioned you can fix a nice drink, and that's maybe not typical of some munis. A lot of people just think you go into the muni, that's what you're going to have is
like a beer
and a whiskey or whatever, whiskey water. Okay.
Yeah.
So you pride yourself on the nice drinks too. So there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And of course, Nisswa, you've got lots of you've got restaurants and eating right around you. So you could come up and park somewhere in there, maybe move between the pickle and go have dinner.
Main Street, right across the street. Yeah, we got Rafferty's Pizza down the street.
Yep, you've got all kinds of
If you
things.
want something sweet, the Chocolate Ox is downtown. And
Yep. Nisswa's a great place to go for that, and just maybe find a place to park and you can walk around and enjoy it.
I hear there's pretty good shopping.
Yeah.
It is pretty good shopping. That sign just kills me. I think that was Harold Krause's claim to fame.
Yeah.
So explain to people.
Well,
somebody put up a sign, right?
Yeah,
Harold
the
did?
mayor, Harold Krause at the time, and he goes, "Oh, I think Nisswa is known for pretty good shopping," and that it's stuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. But it's not great, but it's pretty good. I mean, we don't have all the big stores like Albertville, but what we do have is nice. We got Zeisers and we got Dulums and the Martins or whatever, and there's great things you can buy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I can speak for my wife and the other women in my life. Every time they come to town, or like my relatives come in, they all say, let's go to Nisswa.
Yeah.
So it's a shopping destination, that's for sure. They like to go there. Plus, I think it's the ambiance,
Right.
Because the traffic is outside of town, you're able to walk the streets. It's very quaint.
Safe. Yeah. I mean, we got Stonehouse Coffee there and Dairy Queen. I mean, you can things for the kids too to do. So
yeah,
that's nice.
While mom and dad go over to the pickle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That never happens, does it?
No, don't leave your kids alone.
What else? What don't we know about the pickle that we've asked you about so far that would intrigue our listeners?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So we've covered a lot of territory
we covered a lot of territory. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well,
there's no basements or dungeons or anything under there that people need to know about?
No.
As far as we know.
Just one ghost.
One ghost.
Now I was just going to ask.
Okay,
the ghost of Johnny Limbaum.
Okay.
Are you serious now?
Yeah, he was the first manager. Well, he was the first manager in the new building.
Okay.
And like every March we get to see him.
Really?
Yeah. It freaks out one of my employees because if she closes at night, she just.
I can understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we are recording this in March. Have we seen him yet?
I have not seen him yet.
Okay. We haven't.
But I work this weekend, so I'm hoping to see him.
Oh, and is it come after it's closed? Everybody's gone. You're closing up shop, and he'll make an appearance.
Yeah. He's just a little guy. He was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 foot, and he always stood at the end of the bar drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a referee, plus he managed the pickle factory. And so he used to take a lot of gruff if he made some bad calls, let's say at a Pequot game or a Pine River game, and people would come in and just to harass him.
Sure.
And then he'd get mad and he'd go down and drink a few beers. And
was he a basketball referee? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I don't think a very good one.
Look out, he's coming back.
Yeah, look out, Terry.
Well, because I have a lot of relatives, and they said he wasn't very, because he had thick glasses. He couldn't make, couldn't make the calls very well. But
I could say something here, but then all the referees would not like us.
Right.
So.
No, but deep down, he was a great guy, though.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
So he haunts it, though, once a year.
Yep.
I'll be darned. He makes an appearance.
Yeah.
And then you don't see him the rest of the year.
Nope.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
You know what March is famous for, as far as basketball? March Madness.
Yeah, Madness.
And the playoffs. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe he's coming down to have a beer after
watch the game.
Calling a good game. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, he's funny.
Huh.
Very interesting. Well, see, now we got something that
they probably wouldn't know that.
A lot of your listeners, we won't. A lot of them didn't know that.
Yeah,
so that's good.
Fascinating. Terry, this has been so much fun.
It's been great.
We found out a lot about the pickle and want to encourage people to come in, have a beer, meet Terry and Lonnie, great folks, and everybody else that works there.
Yep, this is fun. I was looking forward to this for a whole week.
All right.
Well, we'll hope to have you back again sometime.
My wife says you got a great face for radio.
Yeah.
She's got to throw one dig in there.
Yeah.
Well, our wives have something in common.
Yeah. Mine says the same thing.
I know.
There's a reason this is not a video.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Terry, again, pleasure having you here.
Well,
we hope to see a lot of people at the pickle. I'm sure we will see you there again.
Yep.
And thanks for visiting with us.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Terry Wallin is the manager at Ye Old Pickle Factory, but we love to just call it The Pickle. And that's it for this segment of Pubcast Live. Well, Thor, that was a ton of fun talking to Terry Wallin today from Ye Old Pickle Factory.
Not what I was expecting. I was expecting kind of you got a municipal in here. This guy is a lot of fun.
And I think I know why so many people like to go and visit Terry at the pickle, don't you?
Yep. To see Lonnie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. They're there for Lonnie. Terry's a lot of fun, and you'll enjoy your trip to the pickle factory. And when you go up there, ask to have your picture taken under the giant pickle.
There you go. 5 foot pickle, he said.
We didn't ask if it was a dill or a sweet pickle.
No, we didn't. And I asked him if it was the biggest. He says he doesn't think it's the biggest one, but all
right. Were you surprised about the haunting? That one, I didn't know that about the pickle.
I did not see that coming, and I'm guessing a lot of our listeners don't know about the history of the ghost.
Yeah, at the pickle factory. And, that reminds me that later we'll have to do a show about haunted bars and see if we can come up with some information on
Oh,
that.
yeah. Well, we know we have one right here in Brainerd that has a history of hauntings.
They're on our list to
that's
talk
right.
to eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm sure there are others that we don't even know about. Like, for instance, we didn't know that the Pickle had its own ghost that makes a once-a-year appearance. That was kind of interesting.
A basketball referee, 5 foot tall. Who knew?
With thick glasses.
Yeah, thick glasses.
So your prototypical basketball referee is what you're saying.
Now, for a guy like me, who's only 5'9", sorry, I almost said 5'7", a basketball referee.
Don't make me get out the tape measure at this point. Now, that was a lot of fun. And obviously, if you are anywhere in the Lakes area, close to it, you got to stop by the Pickle in beautiful downtown Nisswa.
That's right.
All right. That'll do it. Let's have another sip of a little fence line here and wrap up this edition of Pubcast Live.